I would like to call upon Shefali. Can you please ask your question?
A very good afternoon, sir. Thank you for giving us your precious time, and you're definitely going to help us in our career. I'm Shefali from MBA department. My question is that, sir, Accenture has come up with more than 3,300 vacancies in India. So I would like to know that what are the skills the organization is more focused upon in new hiring process.
So, Shafali, um, I would say difficult question. I don't want to go to the numbers of vacancies in the market by Accenture. Rather, I would paint you a very generic industry picture to you. Very interestingly, especially in technology world, if you really see it, everybody thought that the COVID is on the door. The business is actually hit hard. Many of the businesses are struggling to really either survive. Many of the businesses are actually shut down and they are waiting for the normalcy to return. But at the same time, there are immense opportunities which has emerged for new organization to really shape up, right? If you see the whole life sciences pharma companies are having a fresh breath of life. Many of the new manufacturing facilities has been set up to really as a PPE kits and others, and few other models which are emerging, right? And the whole supply chain distribution disruption which has happened now, causing for us to really rethink, right? So one side there is a huge challenge. On the other side, if you see the new opportunity, new dimension, so it's a balancing act which is emerging, right? And I'm not saying that we have returned back to the normalcy. I don't think there will be the same normalcy. Maybe there will be a new normalcy which we'll achieve. But more specifically for the technology industry, there has been a silver lining, right? I remember month of March where the organization were doing extremely good. We were right on our growth trajectory. I know for my own business that I was almost hitting about 12% growth, and I was very confident to go and hit 20% growth just for my business. Think about it. Accenture, probably the global, they might be probably looking at actually hitting maybe somewhere 10% or what's not. But I'm not talking specifically about just Accenture in general. This was a story everywhere else. But then there was a negative sentiment. Nobody knew how the market will respond, how the client will respond, what will happen to their budgets, the project fundings, and all of that. So there was a pessimism in terms of all the talent related actions we were taking, right? Whether or not go ahead with the hiring. A lot of companies, I know Accenture didn't do it very specifically, but a lot of organizations who actually rolled out the offers to the university candidates, engineering grads, MBA grads, wherever they hire from. Some few cases also, their example, they were not respected or they were deferred for the future, right? So when it comes to almost July, August time frame, it became very clear that the lockdown period is being opened up. The customers are now become resilient in terms of not only customers. I mean, I'm saying the economies, the countries, the government, the whole system became resilient about that. We need to co-live with the COVID-19 situation, with this pandemic, right? So everybody's talking about. I mean, if you look around us, everybody is talking about it. Let's co-live with this. While we have to we still safeguard us from the day-to-day risk of getting impacted or getting infected by these viruses and also our near and dear ones. But at the same time, people are also saying that the business should go on. The life should move as usual. You can see people on the road and everywhere, right? So that attitude has resulted back in the industry where we found that customers started to invest their energies in actually making their systems more strengthened. They are trying to make them more robust. They're trying to scale their businesses, looking at that this is an opportunity because it's a level field now. Think about it. I'm just giving an example. Many of the large tours and travel industries, many of those large banking companies, many of those large auto companies, they are finding it's a level field now where the market will open up. You don't have the first mover advantage anymore. You don't have those advantages where you said that, okay, we have been doing this business from last 20 years because everybody has probably come to a maybe a either near zero or even maybe many a times a negative business. So when it is opens up, anybody who will actually start and put their first foot forward in terms of more robust way to really bring their product and services at the forefront to their customer, they will get benefited. So it is very clear that now organization wants to invest more and more on the technology platforms. They want to automate more and focus on more so on the business and less optimize their basically their operation, bring in their operational efficiencies. And that is what resulting in now the entire technology sector is actually booming up. There are more demand in the system. We are seeing across the board. It's not only Accenture. Every industry is actually, every company is gearing up for the high job vacancies. They're looking for talent, and more so because they did not do in the March to July or August timeframe those hirings, and maybe many of organization also probably let go few of those people based on whether it's a performance basis or based on their budget cuts or for various reasons. Now they are struggling to really deliver the client commitment. Client is expecting them to commitment. That's the reason there is an uptick of overall hiring. So that is my first response to those 33 plus jobs you talked about. It is not only for Accenture, everywhere. Number one. The second thing is what skills? So the plain and simple answer, one liner is it's across all skills, because for the very reason that the way I've established it, because every sector, every skill, every application is actually bound to attract this momentum. And we are seeing there is a all-round demand rising in the industry. So you can come from Java, .NET, business analysis, your analytics, marketing. You can talk about the new age, cutting edge skills like somebody has learned artificial intelligence, blockchains, machine learning, even digital commerce. CMS system, ECM system does not matter now. I mean, we are seeing a demand everywhere. So all you need to do is at this point of time is stay focused and have the depth on your respective areas of where you're learning, and take a leap of faith that good times ahead for the business to really come in and actually hire these talents.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.